Hi, this is Emma Wennington from TBR Networking, and welcome to my Advent calendar of networking tips. Would you like to learn how to gain trust from your networking colleagues more quickly? Fantastic, so here we go. We all hear that networking only works when you've developed trust, and it's about giving and not taking. Trust is the glue that holds every relationship in the world together. Without that glue, there would be no deals struck, there would be no marriages, there would be no friendships, there would be no nothing. If we don't trust someone, we don't open up, and we certainly don't put our name on that piece of paper. So how do we develop that trust quickly and effectively? Well, Stephen Covey is the leading authority in business trust in the world, and he believes that there is a matrix of trust which he has put forward, and on one side of that matrix is character, and on the other side of that matrix is competence. And what we're looking for is for people to perceive you with a high level of character, which they believe is what they're looking for, and a high level of competence. So character is about who you are. It's about the you inside and how you project that out to the world. So it's about being loyal. It's about being trustworthy. It's about being honest. Competence being about what you deliver, the results that you achieve and how you go about achieving it. Top leaders in the world, and we all know that the top leaders are also the top networkers, actively go out there when they're meeting new people to develop trust. That is their primary task, to develop trust, because they know that developing trust will lead to accessing greater resources, getting leads, getting answers, gaining information, and being successful at what it is that they do. Stephen Covey also identified that there are 13 behaviours that people with a high level of trust demonstrate. I'm going to have to read these out to you, so just hold on one second. So here we go. And the list is as follows. Straight talking, demonstrate respect, create transparency, right wrongs, show loyalty, deliver results, get better and improve, confront reality, clarify expectations, practice accountability, listen, keep commitments, and extend trust. Now, Kramer and Tyler actually took that a stage further, and they believe that there are 3 phases in which trust in relationships go through, particularly business relationships. And that first level is all about consistency. And in terms of consistency, what we're looking for is that people demonstrate the same behaviours all the time. At this level, there is actually no trust that's in existence at all. So we're looking for people to behave the same each time, which then builds up some confidence in people that that is how they are. That then moves on to the next stage, which is about predictability. In this stage, there's quite a reasonable amount of trust, and this is because people behave in the way that we expect them to behave. They do what we think we will do. They fit in with our cognitive beliefs about somebody, that this is the way that they behave. The final stage is about people being so engaged in what you do and believing in you so much that they become your advocate, and they will go out there and sell for you. They will remember you. They will refer people to you. They will be a little you in a salesperson. And in this level, there is a tremendous amount of trust that has been built up. Kramer and Tyler also talk about what happens if that trust is broken. Good news is it can be restored and it can be built up. But we feel, if that trust is broken, we feel that both on a cognitive level and an emotional level. So cognitively, it doesn't fit with what we think people should do and how people should behave. And that's difficult for us because we've built up this picture of people and then it's shattered, it's broken down. Emotionally, we feel hurt because people have let us down. So when we look at this, it's not surprising that trust doesn't get built up as quickly as it should do in networking. So sometimes people give up on networking, and it doesn't, because they don't yield the results that they need it to yield as quickly as possible. Well, if we look at Covey's matrix, when you're looking at character, we need a high level of character and a high level of confidence. So people need to know who you are. People need to know that you're trustworthy, that you've got integrity. That doesn't happen overnight. That happens over several meetings, whether that's at a networking meeting or wherever that is. It happens over time. So there are things that we can do that are going to help us to build up that trust more quickly. So the first thing is not to give up, because one meeting isn't going to gain that trust. Second thing we can do is to deliver what we say we're going to deliver. If we've got a contact for somebody, make sure we send them that contact. If we're going to do something for them, make sure we do it, and we do it when we say we're going to do it. But I think one of the key things is just about being yourself and letting people know who you are, because it might be clear. It might be clear in a 30-second elevator, it might be clear in a presentation, it might be clear while you're talking to people that you've got the competence. But competence is only one side of this matrix. And if we haven't got the character, and if people don't know who we are, then they're never going to trust you, and they're never going to build that relationship up. So I hope that's helped to understand a little bit more about how trust is formed in networking relationships. So what you need to do now, right now, when you finish with this video, is go to Eventbrite, type in TBR Networking, and register your ticket for the very first meeting ever. That's in January the 8th at St. Martin's House. So now, let me hear it. What are you going to do? Yep, you're going to go to Eventbrite and you're going to book your ticket for TBR Networking's first networking meeting. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow for day 2 of the Advent Calendar Networking Tips.